Planning your outfit for the week is a really great way to not only take some stress out of your morning, but also to shop your closet and use some items that you may typically not reach for as often. So today I'm going to be sharing with you a handful of tips and tricks that I like to follow when I am planning my outfits for the week. I find that picking out my outfits for the week is actually quite therapeutic for me. Honestly, just taking an hour every Sunday to pull some items, come up with some combinations, some styling techniques. It's just one of my favorite things in the world. And honestly, I think it's the perfect way to not only end your weekend, but kind of get your brain ready for the week ahead as well. I did make a free weekly outfit planner that you guys can grab in the description box down below. You can print it out, you can fill it in, and just use it to help guide you when you are creating your outfits for the week. And before we get into it, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and let's get into these tips. So there are two main things that you want to consider when you are planning your outfits for the week. And I'm sure we all know what these are, but it is your schedule and it's the weather. So before you do anything, make sure you're consulting your calendar as well as the weather app just to make sure that you're prepared for anything that is coming your way this week. Once you get that all figured out, this is where the fun actually starts. So in this video, we're going to talk about planning Monday through Friday. So basically your work week or whatever you have going on during the week. So what I recommend is picking out one base item for every day of the week. So for me, a base item consists of a top. It could be a dress, it could be some type of bottom, so jeans, trousers, skirts, or it could be a shoe. So this could be a pair of flats that maybe you haven't reached for in a while, or maybe it's your trusty white button-up that you know you wear every week. This is a step where I don't look towards any layering pieces, I don't look towards accessories, we will get to those in a second. So for this video, I'll be assigning my 501s to Monday, a white long sleeve shirt to Tuesday, black trousers to Wednesday, a pair of chunky sneakers to Thursday, and for Friday, I'll be assigning a brown silk midi dress. This is a process that should be a fairly comfortable one, but I do encourage you to look into your wardrobe during this step and look for items that maybe aren't getting as much love as you would like them to. So once you have your one base item picked out for each of the days, you're going to continue building the base items. So if you picked out a top for Monday, you're going to want to pick out some type of bottom and a shoe. If you picked out just a dress for Tuesday, let's say, you're going to want to pick out a shoe. It's a very simple process. You're basically just filling in the blanks for those base items that you know you're going to need no matter what. Don't worry about layering, don't worry about styling, don't worry about accessorizing. We will get to that in a second. Just focus on the base. So on Monday for my 501s, I want to pair it with a striped button-up as well as some white sneakers. For Tuesday with my white long sleeve, I'm going to pair it with some beige trousers as well as my black Doc Martens. For Wednesday, when it comes to the black trousers, I'm gonna keep it a little bit monochromatic for now. So I'll be pairing it with a black long sleeve shirt as well as some black leather boots. For Thursday with my chunky sneakers, I'm going to be pairing it with a midi denim skirt as well as a brown bodysuit. And for Friday with my brown midi silk dress, I'll be pairing it with a button-up as well as some white sneakers. So next, let's talk about dimension. If you've watched any of my other videos, you know I mention depth and dimension quite a bit. But what exactly am I talking about? Dimension is all about creating visual interest, and this is really where your creativity can come into play when it comes to your style. Now, don't let the word creative or creativity scare you at all. I don't actually consider myself a very creative person either, but there are so many styling techniques and things that you can do to help elevate your style and take it just from an outfit to an actual look. So there are a few tips I have for you to create visual interest within your outfit. The first is, of course, layering techniques, especially if you're somebody who is working in an office. I'm assuming it's probably a little chilly. I feel like offices are just notorious for being cold all the time, so layering is definitely key. This does not have to be anything crazy. It can just be a button-up underneath a blazer, or it can be a long sleeve shirt underneath a sweater. Doesn't have to be anything revolutionary. Just creating some layers and, again, some dimension in your outfit is really going to take it to the next level. Another way to create visual interest in your outfit for the week is through texture. Again, this doesn't have to be anything crazy. This can be through subtle textures like silk or a cashmere sweater or even denim. Like, all of these things help create a little bit more depth in your look. So don't be afraid to play with some textures as well. Another way to create visual interest is, of course, through color. Now, this is something that I am working on right now. I'm working on adding some color. Most of the outfits that I'm gonna show you in a second don't have much color in them, but one of them does, just a little bit. But if you do have some pops of color in your wardrobe, don't be afraid to add them. They will definitely help create that visual interest to your look and make you feel a little bit more confident with your wardrobe moving forward into the week. Of course, we have to talk about jewelry. It's probably one of my favorite ways to create some visual interest. If you guys have watched my video, you know I am an earring person through and through, so this is really the core way that I am building to my look and making it a little bit more stylish rather than just plain or boring. And going hand in hand with jewelry, we have accessories. So this is where belts come into play, handbags, scarves, really any accessory that you have that is gonna help take it to the next level. So let's get into the actual examples that I'm showing you guys. I've already shown you the base items that I put together, so let me show you how I style it and what else I add to help create that visual interest to get me ready for the week. Let's start with Monday, outfit 1. So I'll be adding a beige blazer to this look. I initially tucked the button up half in, half out, which is something I like to do, but you'll see that I eventually just tuck it all in. I just didn't think it looked as good as I wanted it to. And then I ended up pushing up the sleeves for my blazer and cuffing the button up underneath. Now, because the button up is striped, it helps create that depth, and it helps create, again, a little bit more visual interest than it would if the sleeves were just down. I'll also be cuffing my jeans, which I've just been obsessed with lately. But with these styling techniques, you can kind of see how this helps build the outfit, and it makes me personally feel confident in what I'm going to wear throughout the week, especially starting with Monday, which is such an important day. So for outfit 2 on Tuesday, I tie a beige cardigan diagonally across my chest. And I felt like the Doc Martens were quite stark against the beige and neutrals of the rest of the outfit. So I decided to add a black belt just to help balance it a little bit more. I added some dangly earrings, the ones that you see here, just to add a little bit more texture. And I felt like this look was very balanced and very polished. For outfit 3 on Wednesday, I felt like the black on black on black was quite flat and one-dimensional. So I ended up adding my gray alpaca wool half zip, tucked it in the front, and then added a belt just to, again, give it a little bit more visual interest here. This is also where I have a tiny bit of color coming in. I paired it with my purple heart earrings, which I typically will pair those earrings with any type of black or gray or any type of dark neutral outfit that I have. I just feel like they pop really nicely without being too much. For outfit 4 on Wednesday, the only thing that I end up doing is adding this gold chain belt. I probably could add a jacket if I wanted to, but I felt like with the gold belt and the chunky sneakers, they just kind of spoke for themselves, and I didn't feel like I needed to add anything else to the look. For the earrings, I just did a pair of really subtle gold hoops. I didn't want to take away from any other part of the outfit, but I felt like it came together really nicely. And for outfit number 5 on Friday, I wanted to mix a couple of textures. So with the silk, I wanted to mix it with this striped knit sweater that I have. I ended up putting it over the button up just to, again, create some depth. And then I paired it with some white sneakers, which I just don't think you can go wrong with any type of midi dress or any type of dress with sneakers. It's like one of my favorite looks. After you get all of your outfits together, which is truly the best feeling in the world, I recommend just putting them all on one hanger if you can, and putting them in your closet, or if you have a clothing rack, hanging them on your clothing rack, just keeping them nice and neat so you can just reach in, take it out, and wear it whenever the day comes. I do have one other thing that I like to do when I plan my outfits for the week, which might be a little extra, but I just find that it works for me. I always plan a backup outfit. I've just noticed that sometimes, especially if I'm just throwing the clothes together and I'm not trying them on, which Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I'll have a vision in my head of how something will work, and then I'll go to put it on in the morning and I'm like, this just isn't gonna work. So I'll often reach towards a backup outfit, one that I know is gonna work for me no matter what. Maybe it's one I've worn a bunch of times before, or it's just a combination that I feel like super confident in. That's what I recommend if you are somebody who is maybe a little doubtful, or maybe you don't have time to try everything on before the work week or whatever week you have. So I highly recommend having a backup outfit somewhere, but you do you. All right, you guys, that is the end of the video. Leave a comment down below if you are somebody who does enjoy planning your outfits for the week, or if you have another tip or trick that you would like to share with myself or others on how to best plan your outfit for the week. Definitely let me know in the comments. I would love to hear about it. As always, thank you so much for watching. I'm so appreciative of your support, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.